From what we understand, Marvel Studios' long in development Nova project has had a few setbacks and shifts in direction over the course of the last decade, but it sounds like they found a way to make it work, and that's to copy what's worked with the Ant-Man franchise. So just like Ant-Man, which was in development for years before it was officially given the green light and then finally ended up coming out, there was all sorts of shifts behind the scenes in terms of what character they were going to focus on, who was going to be the primary main character, which at one point was supposed to be Hank Pym before they settled on Scott Lang. And it looks like that's exactly what's happening with Nova. Originally, when they were coming up with the ideas for Nova in the early stages of the MCU, it was going to be Richard Rider. But then, over the course of the last decade, there's been changes to Nova, with of course Sam Alexander being the Nova for a modern generation. And now what we're hearing is that Marvel Studios is taking longer to put out the Nova film because this is the intent as well. They are looking at Nova as a generational franchise and a passing of the torch, which would essentially put us in the shoes of Sam Alexander crossing path with Richard Rider, and a passing of the torch where Sam is then the new Nova, but we get the legacy character as a mentor. And in my opinion, I think this works in a very good way, because then we could focus on more Nova that's set in space, but at the same time follow Sam Alexander, a more Earth-centric Nova. And from the sounds of it, they're looking at this as a two-pillar franchise. One, a film, the second one, potentially specials or Disney Plus, which would tell me the films are the team up with Richard Rider as the primary, Sam as the backup, and then the TV side, you have Sam as the primary, and then the support of Richard, which I think is the best of both worlds, because I would love to see both of them personally kind of bounce around in between franchises and the MCU and have a bigger impact and implications on what's been going on with the Nova Corp in general, but also Nova himself. And I think there's been enough time in the MCU where you can say that after the decimation, that's when Xandar put forth the Nova project, it happened, and then we jump forward, you got the modern day, you got Sam Alexander, you got the passing of the torch. I think it really would work and benefit everybody, and you get sort of the best of what everybody wants. Sam Alexander fans get him, but Nova as the mentor, and the other way around. So, my opinion, this all sounds good. I just hope that they can deliver the best for both of these and not gimp on some of the visual effects and what it's going to need to deliver a Nova franchise worthy of happening on big budget and small budget.